Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back with the next review of the Fangoria challenge. And this time, Jason and I watched Tombs of the Blind Dead. Tombs of the Blind Dead is a 1972 Spanish horror film, and according to Fangoria, is one of the 101 best horror movies you've never seen. I had known about the movie before reading this book, but it was this book that inspired me to buy a copy and watch it. See? So when I came across this Anchor Bay DVD double feature, that's exactly what I did. Tombs of the Blind Dead is about three friends who head out on a train to go camping. One of the friends, Virginia, gets jealous when the other two are getting a bit too close for her comfort. And so she decides to jump the train and cause this entire horror film to exist. She walks through a field looking for the closest town, and what she finds is a deserted civilization. It's a place called Berzano, and she decides to take shelter there. But what she doesn't know is Berzano is deserted for a reason. It is there where the tombs of the blind dead are located. In the 13th century, a legion of lords and knights traveled east on a quest for knowledge. They are known as the Templars. When they return to Berzano, they are intent on practicing their new learnings of black magic, seeking immortality. To do so requires blood sacrifice rituals, torture, and murder. After performing such rituals, they are sentenced to death and left hanging for the vultures to peck out their eyes. It turns out, though, they succeeded in their attempt for immortality, because now, centuries later, the Templars have returned. Obviously, this puts Virginia in quite the predicament, and she turns up dead. When her body is discovered, her friends begin an investigation to find out what really happened to her. Could the stories of the blind dead be true? And if so, what can they really do to stop them? Seeking help from a professor and his smuggler son, they intend to find out by spending the night in the tombs. Tombs of the Blind Dead is pure Spanish horror, and if you've watched a lot of Spanish horror, then you know what I mean. The dialogue is cheesy and laughable, but super entertaining. The performances, especially by the actresses, are overly dramatic. Again, super entertaining. The setting and scenery is gorgeous. I love Berzano, as creepy as it is, even with its cemetery and the tombs. As a matter of fact, I especially love the cemetery. Who doesn't like a cemetery setting in a horror movie? The mist, the darkness, it sets the mood. It's extremely atmospheric. Speaking of atmospheric, so is the soundtrack. It's fantastic. As the blind dead march forth on their horses, they chant, and that adds to the mood as well. Despite receiving a PG rating back in 1972, there is some blood and even nudity. Of course, technically we did watch the unrated version, so that could be why. Regardless, Tombs of the Blind Dead is awesome, and it definitely deserves to be in this list of the 101 best horror movies you've never seen. If you've never seen it. Have you? If so, what do you think of it? Comment below and let me know. And my relatable recommendation for this one is an easy one. Return of the Blind Dead, the other movie featured on this double feature DVD. Return of the Blind Dead, also known as Return of the Evil Dead, is basically Tombs of the Blind Dead Part 2. If you enjoy the first one, chances are you'll enjoy the second one. There are also a third and fourth part of this franchise, but I've yet to see those. I definitely need to do that. Jason has always been a huge fan of these films, so please be sure to check out his review to hear his thoughts on Tombs of the Blind Dead. What will we watch next in the Fangoria challenge? Check back soon to find out. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and be kind, subscribe.